Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to learn part 2 of intensity transformation and spatial filtering uh, under the cover of digital image processing. Okay. We are going to learn histogram processing, and in the topic of histogram processing we are going to cover histogram equalization, histogram matching, local histogram processing, and the use of histogram statistics for enhancement of an image. Okay, the topic is histogram processing. We have a general formula for making an histogram, which is h of rk is equals nk. Here rk is the kth intensity value. Rk is an intensity value which is randomly selected, and this intensity value is of the pixel uh, at kth point, or you can say that this k is actually the index of that pixel. And this histogram of randomly selected pixels is equals to nk, where nk is the number of pixels in an image which have intensity value this rk. Like for example, we have an 8-bit image, and the maximum of the intensity value could be 255, and starting from 0. The range of the intensity values in an 8-bit image is 0 to 255. So for example, you randomly select an intensity value which is say 80, and it is rk. So the number of all pixel which have this intensity value 80 in an entire image, if we count them, then this number will be nk. Okay, we have another formula for an for a normalized histogram. The probability of rk, the randomly selected intensity value of any of a pixel in an image of a size mn, so it would be nk divided by mn. Nk are total number of pixels in an entire image whose intensity value is the same as rk, and we divide it by the size of an image, which is m into n. Here you see nk is the number of pixel in an image of size m cross n with intensity rk. The same is true for normalized histogram. Here we have four examples of histogram of an image. The first one is a histogram of dark image on the top of your screen, and here in this image we know that this image is comprising of very dark intensity values, and dark intensity values means that they are low intensities. So and on the histogram of this image you can see that all histogram bars are skewed towards the left side of an image, because on the left side we have origin, and as we move towards the right side along x-axis, the value of the intensity value increases. And if it is an 8-bit image, so the minimum of the intensity value could be 0 and the maximum could be 255. So as this image has dark pixels and low intensity values, so all the histogram bars are skewed towards the left side of the histogram. And similarly, if we have an histogram of light image, which is image number 2, here we can see that all the histogram bars are skewed towards the right side of an image, which depicts that the intensity values are higher and the image is brighter. So the third image is a low contrast image. Low contrast image means that intensity values are neither darker nor very brighter, but they are somehow in between. So as the image is low contrast, we can see that all the histogram bars are skewed in the middle of the graph. And in the last, we have another histogram which is of high contrast image. And if image is high contrast, we know that all intensity values and all the pixels are have intensity which are distributed uh, in along the range of the intensity. So they are distributed such a way that you can see in the histogram of this high contrast image that all values are covering whole x-axis. So but obviously they are not these histogram bars are not much higher. It means that they have small chunks, like they have many of nk values, like each nk value maybe it comprises of 1020 pixels have same value, then other 1020 pixel have other same value, then other 1020 so in a high contrast image the histogram is in such a way that all histogram bars are equally distributed along x-axis of the histogram. Uh, in digital image processing, we often need histogram equalization because this histogram equalization gives us high contrast images, and after histogram equalization, the viewing quality of an image increases. So, the intensity levels of an image are of the range uh, 0 to L minus 1. Because there these values 0 to L minus 1, these all values are distinct variables. So if we have an 8-bit image, then the maximum of the value is 256, and but the maximum intensity value here is 256 minus 1, which is 255. So the interval we have is 0 to L minus 1. And for example, let us consider that probability of R, uh, P of R is an intensity value, and another we have another probability which is P of S, which is S, and S is another intensity value. Let consider that they denote the probability density function, uh, abbreviated as PDF, of random variables which are R and S. So here we have an orbitally probability distributed function like 0 to L minus 1, how the graph goes. And you can see if we consider an arbitrary PDF, then we have a random function, an arbitrary function. But after we apply the transformation, uh, after we apply the transformation to all the intensity values which were R, and we get another intensity values, and these intensities are, for example, are S. So these new intensity values, after applying the transformation function, we get a uniform probability distributed function, which you can see on the right side of the image. So this the quality of this PDF probability distribution function is: number one, we have a uniform PDF, and number two, this is independent of the form of the PDF from which it was generated, and it was generated from the values of R. So for histogram equalization, we have a function which that S is equal to transformation of R. So we have input intensity denoted by R, and after applying the transformation we get a new intensity which is S. But here the input of the intensity values range from 0 to L minus 1. For example, we have an 8-bit image, so the minimum of the value could be 0, and the maximum it could be 256 minus 1, which would be 255. So here we have 2 points. That number 1, transformation applied on the input values R is a strictly monotonically increasing function. Monotonically increasing means that as we start applying this function from the all pixel values from pixel number 1 to pixel number last, the we are increasing, and we are moving uh, we are moving towards right, and while we are moving towards right we are increasing the intensity values, and this increase in the intensity is on the interval 0 to 255, and it is strictly monotonically increasing. This strict monotonically increasing, we are going to define it here in this example, and but before that you need to know the second point. Let me have some pen and laser pointer. Okay, the other point is that we apply transformation function on input values which are denoted by R, and the range of this R was 0 to L minus 1, and after applying transformation the range will not uh, get any change, and it will remain the same. So it will again will be 0 to 255. Here you can see that we have a function which is applied on the input values R, but the lowest value is 0 and the maximum value is n minus 1. So here this is on the x axis, these values are of R. R means that these are input values, and on the y side of the image, along y axis, we are getting the output of the intensity values after applying the transformation function, and which is denoted by S. So here you can see if we have we originally have this function, but here you can see that a value which is R, when it is mapped on the y side it gives another value, but it is a single value. But along this side, where is my pointer? Along this side we have multiple R values, like this values is R, is of R, this value R, this value R, but these are all R values are same, and these all same intensity values would map to a single value S. So after applying transformation function on the multiple values of R, we are getting a single value SQ, which is not desired, but on you can see on the uh, B part of the image that this function is strictly monotonically increasing because it is one-to-one mapping. You can see in this function we have Rk which is mapped to Sk, and so on. Any value would be mapped to single other value which is Sk after applying this transformation function. So the figure B is basically our desired transformation. You already know that after transforming the input value R, we are getting S, and the range is from 0 to L minus 1, and TR is strictly monotonically increasing on the interval 0 to L minus 1. And similarly, if we have a range of input values of R from 0 to L minus 1, and after applying the transformation on the R, we are again getting same range. We are again getting the range of 0 to L minus 1, and transformation on R is continuous and differentiable, so here probability of S ds equals probability of R of dr. So the probability uh, on the output is the same or the probability which was we are which was we were having on the input R. Okay, here is an example. Suppose we have a continuous intensity values in an image which have PDF given below, like probability of P of R of R equals 2R divided by L minus 1 square if it is the range from R of the range from 0 to L minus 1, or this probability of R is 0 for all other values, and we have to find the transformation function for equalizing the image histogram, and for this purpose we have this. So we already know that after transforming all the values in R, we get S, and this transformation uh, applying upon R equals L minus 1 integration 0 to R probability of R of random pixel W input pixel W dw, and here L minus 1 into a range of integration is 0 to R, and after applying the given set of rules in the previous slide, we get 2W of divided by L minus 1 square, which was actually 2R divided by L minus 1 whole square. So here it becomes for the value W, 2W divided by L minus 1 whole square dW, and this, after applying the integration, this becomes R square over L minus 1. So for histogram equalization we have two cases. The first one is continuous case, which already you have seen that S is equal to transformation of R, which is equal to L minus 1 into integration of 0 to R P of R of randomly selected pixel W into dW. But as far as the discrete input intensity values are concerned, this Sk equals to transformation upon R of k, which is equal to L minus 1 into this integration becomes summation now, and summation of P or R, P of R of R of j, and this the range of j is from 0 to k. And here is the more elaboration of this discrete function, that the right hand side the right hand side of this function, which is equal to L minus 1 into summation of nj over mn, and the value of j is from it is summation from 0 to maximum of k, and here mn is constant, so L minus 1 over mn equals summation of nj. This is important to note that the maximum of k is maximum, it could be L minus 1. Okay, here we have an example of histogram equalization, and this is very important. This is very important example in examination point of view. Suppose that we have a 3-bit image, not 8-bit but 3-bit. If we have 3-bit, then we have total levels, total intensity levels, uh, which are 8. And suppose we have a size of 64 into 64 pixels. Like if we have 64 into 64 pixel, then the size of the image m into n will be 4096, and this image has intensity distribution shown in the table given below. We have to get the histogram equalization transformation function and give the probability of sk for each of the output sk. So here you can see that we have total, let me get some laser. Okay, here we can see that we have a total intensity levels are 8. If we have total intensity levels are 8, and the intensity is starting from 0, so the intensity could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. So these are actually total values. This is actually range for 3-bit image. Total range for 3-bit image is 0 to 7. 0 to 7. Okay. R0 denotes 0, R1 for 1, R2 for 2, and similarly and so on. So here we have another value which is nk. Nk means there are 790 pixels whose intensity value is 0, and we have 1023 pixels whose intensity value is 1, and similarly we have 850 pixels whose intensity is 2, and so on. So if we get probability of this rk, which was nk by mn, so we have to divide nk, which is 270, by mn, which is mn is equal 4096. So after dividing nk by mn, we get 0.19. 0.19 is probability distribution of r0, and similarly for r1 we get 0.25, for r2 we get 0.21, and here is your Hoare table. So this is the table which we have got, and now we have this uh, distribution function for discrete values. So we have s naught, which is equal to transformation upon r naught, and we have the formula L minus 1. Here L minus 1 is 7, and summation of j 0 to 0, because we are getting the uh, output for s naught. S naught is uh, we will get the s naught from the value r naught, and for this we have the value of j 0 to 0. So p of r into rj, we know that this 7 multiply by this figure, and this figure here we have calculated, it is 0.19, and after multiplying this 0.19 with 7 we get 1.33, and 1.33 is actual the output intensity, which is denoted by s naught. But you can see, you know that intensity values, all intensity values are discrete, so we have to convert this fractional 1.33 into a discrete value, so it is near to 1. So we consider 1.33 as 1. Similarly, for the value s2, we require input r1 whose intensity was 1. So here again we will apply the same formula, like L minus 1, which is R, and summation of probability of R, and here R from 0 to 1. So here we will uh, we will cumulate the values. Cumulate, we will add up these values to the previous one. So here this 7, and after summation of these two values we get 0.19 plus 0.25, and this 0.25 here you can see for R1 the value we will get after applying this function is 0.25. So 0.25 plus 0.19 multiply 7, which becomes 3.08. Again we need a discrete value, so we convert 3.08 and it would become 3. And here all other values are converted. So we have new values. We have new values like S2 was 4.55, which becomes 5, 6.23 is 6, 6.86 is 7, and so on. Similarly, for S7 we get 7, and that's it. 7 could be used because it's a discrete value. Here you can see that we have an illustration of histogram equalization applied upon a 3-bit image, and in a 3-bit image we know that the total we in total we have 8 intensity values, and which are 0 to 7. And this was original histogram. This is the original histogram, the first one, the image A. This is the original histogram of all calculated values, as you see in the previous slide. So this was the transformation function. This was the transformation function, that this Rk has to uh, get transformed into value Sk. So, and here comes the equalized histogram after applying the probability distribution function as in the previous slide. And now this, the new values of Sk, here you can see that the original histogram was this one, and now this histogram and this image has been equalized in such a way that you can see the histogram equalization of all these intensities. Okay, here on the left column, the most left column, these are the images from the previous slide. The images are same which were in which you have seen in the previous slide, and the center column is actually the corresponding histogram uh, which we have obtained after equalize the images. This center column has been obtained after histogram equalization upon this corresponding image, like histogram equalization applied on this image. The image has been converted into this image, and this is the histogram of this converted image. Like this, the third column is actually, the right column is actually the histogram of images uh, which are in the center column. Okay, here transformation, these are all transformation functions and transformation function lines for histogram equalization transformations, and these are from 1 to 4. And these horizontal line which you can see, these four curved horizontal lines, these were obtained from the histograms of the images from the previous slide. These are actually the histogram equalization transformations. And can you judge that which histogram is of which image? Here is the answer. This histogram is for image number 1, this was image number 2, image 3, and image 4. Okay, now the question is histogram is always a good thing to apply upon an image? Yes, certainly it is good, but it is not always good. So the answer is no. Okay, the next topic is histogram matching. Histograms is, it is also called an histogram specification. We have to generate a processed image that has a specified histogram. Like histogram matching, actually what we want to do, that we have a specified histogram, and after seeing and after calculating and matching and manipulating that histogram, we have to generate the processed image. For this purpose, let probability of R and probability Z of Z denote the continuous probability distribution function for variables R and Z. And probability of Z of Z is the specified probability distribution function. Similarly, let S be the random variable with the probability. If S is the random variable, then S uh, is obtained after applying transformation function upon input value R, and which is equal to L minus 1 into integration of 0 to R values P of R of randomly selected W value into dW. And we define a randomized variable Z with the probability of G of Z. So this G of Z again is equal to L minus 1, 0 to Z, and all values which are coming in the range from 0 to the maximum of Z. So P of Z of randomly selected T into dt, and this is actually the output, which is S. So in histogram matching, we know that these two formulas. The first one is output S, which is obtained after transformation applied on R, which is equal to L minus 1 integration of 0 to R P of R and on randomly selected W pixel into dW. And similarly, the another Z, which was randomly selected, and if it is Z, then maximum value is L minus 1, and we have integrated 0 to Z. So P of Z of randomly selected T uh, into dt, which is actually the output function. So actually we have to obtain this. Here we have a generalized formula that if we apply a inverse transformation function upon S, we can get Z. That this T of R, when is applied reverse transformation function, then we can get Z. This is what we want to obtain. So here is the procedure for matching a histogram. Like for example, we obtain probability of R from input image, and then we obtain the values of S with this formula. And we also use a specified PDF, which is obtained after transformation function, applying transformation function of G of Z with uh, with this equation. Now we have to map from S to Z, and this mapping function is actually the inverse transformation upon S, which actually gives us the Z. For example, we assume that we have some continuous intensity values, and we suppose that an image has intensity PDF equal to probability R of R, which is equal to 2R over L minus 1 whole square for all interval or all the values of R coming between 0 and L minus 1, and this probability of R is actually 0 for all other values. So we have to find the transformation function, and that will lead us to an image whose intensity PDF is actually this. This is another uh, intensity PDF, like P of z is equal to 3 z square of L minus 1 power 3 for all values ranging from 0 to L minus 1, and it is 0 for all other values. So with the continuation of this example, we want to find the histogram equalization transformation for input image, and we know that actually uh, we get S by applying transformation function on R, and we know that which is equal to a maximum intensity value into integration of 0 to R P of R of randomly selected W, and which is equal to into dw, which is equal to L minus 1 into 0 to R, and after applying that PDF we know that this P of R of W is now actually 2W over L minus 1 whole square into dw. So this was uh, the given PDF, and after applying the integration it becomes R square over L minus 1. Okay, we have to find the histogram equalization transformation for the specified histogram of G of Z, which was actually t square or L minus 1 power 3. So we will put and we will apply in this formula, which is L minus 1 0 to, now we have value Z. So the range is from 0 to Z, and P of Z of t randomly selected t into dt, which is L minus 1 into 0 to Z, and after applying in this t function we get according to given according to that uh, PDF of Z, we get 3t square over L minus 1 cube into dt, and after solving the integration it becomes Z3 or L minus 1 whole power whole square. So it is actually our output. So this transformation function now becomes C is equal to L minus 1 square into S uh, power 1 by 3. Actually when it is simplified, we get Z is which is equal to L minus 1 square into S power 1 by 3, because it was Z cube. So for solving Z cube we get this, and also we know L minus 1 square into, we know the value of S, and here the value of S is actually R square of L minus 1, and after solving this we actually we solve like L minus 1, we cut this L minus 1 with the square, and we get L minus 1 into R square, L minus 1 into R square power 1 by 3. This is the transformation function which was required. Okay, histogram matching for discrete case. So we want to obtain P of R of J from input image, and then obtain the value of Sk, and round the value to the integer uh, which uh, 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 which comes in the range of 0 to L minus 1. So we have a discrete case which is S of k is equal to transformation function applied on Rk, which is equal to L minus 1 into sigma of the value j to 0 to k. So the maximum is k. So probability of R, or and we find this probability upon the pixel intensity value of the pixel, which is Rj. So and here it is equal to L minus 1 over Mn into summation of all values from 0 to k Nj. Okay, we use the specified PDF and obtain the transformation function g of zq, and round the value to integer. So integer, it falls in the range from 0 to L minus 1. So uh, we want to obtain this transformation function, which is g of z of q, which is equal to L minus 1 summation of I of 0 to maximum of the value q, and we apply on the z, which is probability of z into z of I. So this gives us the output sk. And similarly, like in the previous continuous case, now we map from sk to zq. So zq is equal to inverse of inverse transformation applied on the sk. So here is the example of histogram matching. Suppose we have a 3-bit image whose maximum intensity values are 8, and suppose the size of the image is 64 rows and 64 columns, like m into n, and the size of the image mn becomes 4096, and it has intensity distribution shown in the table on the left, this table. Okay, this table comprises of intensity distribution uh, of the image given. So here we know that we have our maximum 8 intensity values, and nk means that 790 pixels have intensity value 0, 1023 pixels have intensity value 1, 850 pixels have intensity value 2, and so on. So here we apply probability of Rk, which is Nk over Mn, and here is the result. So we have to get the histogram transformation function, and we have to make the output image with the specified histogram, which is listed in the table on the right, this table. And here ZQ, again we have 8 intensity levels from 0 to 7, which is from Z0 to Z7, and the probability defined upon z, it becomes 0 for 0, and it becomes 0 for 1, and it becomes 0 for 2, and similarly we have if the intensity is 3, then we have distribution of 0.15, distribution of 0.20, and so on. This is actually the table uh, that we want to make an output of an image with these specified histogram listed here. So these were the previously two tables, and we want to obtain a scaled histogram equalized value. So here you can see that for s equal to 1, s1 for s0, uh, scaled histogram, after scaled histogram, we know that s0 is 1, s1 is 3, s2 is 5, s3 is 6, and the values of s4, s5, s6, and s7 all are 7. These values are obtained from scaled histogram, so these are given, and we need to compute all the values of the transformation function g. So here is the formula that g of z is again equal to maximum of intensity value into summation of uh, j value 0 to 0 for the intensity z0. So p of z into which is 0, and for g1 it is again 0, and for g3 it becomes 1.05, and for the discrete it will become 1, and 4.55 it becomes 5, and 7 it will be again 7. So here you can see that according to that transformation, here the value of s4 was 7, And now here the computed transformation function g, it gives z for the intensity of 2. So here in the continuation of that example, of histogram matching, we have histogram of 3-bit image. This one, this was the original 3-bit image, and its histogram. And then here we have image B, which is specified histogram, that we want to convert this upon this ZQ. Okay, we want to convert this upon this function probability ZQ. So here we have transformation function which was obtained from the specified histogram, this histogram. And again, the result of performing histogram specification, we get this. And now if you compare the image B with D, so you can see that this was actually specified histogram, and now according to that specified histogram, we have converted this image A histogram into this one. Okay, we have the scaled histogram of equalized values this, and we compute all those values from transformation, and we get this. So as you see in the previous slide, that histogram matching, now we have different SK which were converted into ZQ, that if the intensity was 1, it becomes 3. If the intensity was 3, it becomes 4. If the intensity was 5, it remains 5. 6 remains 6, and 7 remains 7. So here you can see that this RK, this was original intensity values which were 8, and 0 to 1, this correspond to this to this, and all this 4, 5, 6, 7, now they have same intensity, which is maximum intensity 7, and which is mapped into ZQ7. So in histogram matching, more uh, specifically, you can see the values of RK with the map of ZQ, which are given in right in front of you, that the 0 transformed into 3, 1 to 4, 2 transformed, and so on. So this is an application of histogram matching. Like we have image of the Mars, Moon, Phobos, taken by the NASA Mars Global Surveyor. A is the actual image. This image is actually from the NASA, and the image B is basically the histogram of this image, and this original image courtesy by NASA. So A is the transformation function of histogram equalization. This transformation function of this is input intensity, and this is output intensity. This is denoted by R, and this is denoted by S. And here this is image B, which was actually the histogram equalized image. Here you can see that we have washed out the appearance of actual image, and the image C here is again an histogram which is obtained from this image. This histogram is obtained from uh, this image B, which was histogram equalized image. Uh, Okay, here we have part A of the image, which is a specified histogram, and for this specified histogram, you can see that we have intensity on the x-axis, which is from 0 to 255. It means that it was 8-bit image, and on the y-axis of this graph, you can see that these are the number of pixels. For example, this 1.75, you will multiply it with 10,000, and this amount of number of pixels are here at this point, and so on. So it is our specified histogram, and while on the part B of the figure, these are the two transformations. For these two transformations, you can see that this x-axis has input intensity values, which is from 0 to 255, and the y-axis contains the output intensity values, and this y-axis is also is of the range 0 to 255. And for transformation, you know that intensity range of input always equal to the intensity range of the output, and we have two curves. This is curve number one, and this is again this is curve number two. So these two curves will be used to enhance the image, and here is our image, which is part C of this figure, which is enhanced image, and we have used curve number two for enhancing this image. And here again, you will see the histogram uh, of this image C, and here you can see that we have intensity values 0 to 255, and again we have number of pixels on the y-axis of this part of the graph, and this you can resemble these range of x-axis and y-axis, which is same as of A, which was specified histogram. So here you can see that this histogram is intensity range is from 0 to 255, and again the number of pixels are of the range 1.75 and 3.50 and 5 and 7. So here this point denote the number of pixels. We multiply it with 7, like 7 multiply 10,000 number of pixels are at this point. So as far as the histogram is concerned, you can see it is very much aligned. And thank you for listening. That's all for today. Thank you.